everyone, today we're going to draw a street scene using 1-point perspective. Today you'll need A4 size paper, a pencil, a rubber, a ruler and a sharpener. This is the street scene we're going to be drawing today. See if you can find the horizon line and the vanishing point. Remember, the horizon line is as far as your eye can see, and the vanishing point is where everything disappears into the distance. Okay, so let's begin. So take your piece of paper, landscape, and fold it over, but not directly in half, just like this, leaving a gap. Next, unfold the paper and use a ruler or something straight to draw a line across it with your pencil. Next, draw a little circle for the vanishing point, somewhere near the middle of the horizon line. Now we're going to draw converging lines from the vanishing point to the bottom of your paper. These two lines will form the road in the middle of the buildings. Converging lines means they meet at the vanishing point, so make sure you're taking your ruler from the vanishing point to the bottom of your paper. Now on to drawing the buildings. First we're going to draw two vertical lines upwards on your paper. This building is going to start above the horizon line. Next we draw a straight line at the top to connect the building. Now take a rubber to rub out that horizon line inside the building shape. Remember, the building shape is just a simple rectangle. Now we need to join the top of the building to the vanishing point. So we draw a very faint line. Next we need to draw the side of the building that's facing the road. So we draw a straight line from that line to the bottom line of the street. And we can rub out that horizon line again. Next we're going to draw another building, but make it smaller than the last building. So I'm going to draw my vertical line here. There isn't going to be a gap between these buildings, so this bit here is the front of the building. So I'm going to join the vertical lines with a diagonal line from the vanishing point. Then I'll put my ruler straight to draw a horizontal line to show the roof of that building. The next building is going to have a gap between the second and third buildings. So I'm going to draw a rectangular shape first, and then join the top point to the vanishing point. And rub out all those spare lines again. Time to go over the building lines and make sure you add in the bottom of that building. Next we're going to draw the pavement. So we draw a line from the vanishing point down to the bottom of the paper. And then we start to add in horizontal lines to show the paving slabs. These lines will get closer together as they go to the vanishing point. You can see here how the lines are more spaced apart and then closer at this point. We'll do the same on the other side of the road. Now to draw those painted white lines in the middle of the road. Again, you've got to make sure that these straight lines go from the vanishing point. Now we're going to draw buildings on the other side of the road. We start off by drawing a simple rectangle like we did before. Next we have to join these top 2 points to the vanishing point with diagonal lines. Now to draw the front of the building here by adding a diagonal line from the roof to the pavement. Next we can add a horizontal line joining the 2 diagonal lines across to make our roof. Continue adding buildings this way all along the right hand side. Make sure the points of the roof always go to the vanishing point, and any vertical lines are always straight. Then you can rub out your guidelines and start to shade in the background. Now we're going to add some windows and doors onto your buildings. Here's a quick version first. Let's slow that down. First of all, on this side of the building, we don't have to worry about the vanishing point. We just draw some vertical lines down and then join those up with some horizontal lines to make windows. On this side of the building that's facing into the street, we need to think about the vanishing points. So we put our ruler up to the vanishing point here and then down onto the building and draw a line across. Next we add in some vertical lines and then match the bottom of the windows up to that vanishing point again. Keep matching the vanishing points up to those horizontal lines for the windows. We're going to do exactly the same for the other windows on the other side of the street. For any of the sides of the buildings that face into the street, we're going to match the horizontal lines up to the vanishing point. So from here I'm going to draw a faint line to the vanishing point. Then I'm going to draw some vertical lines. And then match up the vanishing point to part of that vertical line for the top of the window. Now to add those vertical lines back in and finish the rest of those windows, always go into the vanishing point for the horizontal lines. If you're happy with your drawing, you can leave it there, or you can start to add some tones to these buildings. Adding different tones will make the buildings look more 3D. If the sun is coming from above, these parts of the buildings will always be in shadow, so shade those in darker. For the sides of the buildings that face the street, shade inwards towards the vanishing point like this. For these parts of the building, shade up and down vertically. Once you've finished shading, you'll have a completed street scene using 1 point perspective.